like, man, how could you possibly hate LeBron James?
Yeah.
Like, no matter how you feel about him as a competitor, like, bruh, this is that whole black excellence thing we talk about. Like, you remember when LeBron was a rookie?
Yeah.
You see he with Jay-Z and he's on the G-Unit mixtapes. That's what a 17-year-old boy should be doing.
Yeah.
That's his black excellence.
A 17-year-old boy that's great at his craft already.
Right. He should be around the greats in what he likes.
Yeah.
Hip-hop, Jay-Z, G-Unit.
Yeah. I mean, at that time, 03, wasn't nobody messing with Rockefeller or G-Unit.
Exactly.
Like,
except for like the Dipset or something.
Yeah, they had a good run.
Yeah,
they had a good, strong run.
I think the Dips had maybe the greatest short-term run.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, the greatest run might be No Limit. I was like 2 years of constantly every week dropping an album. Not mixtape, album. You know?
I don't know. Did Rick Ross is Rick Ross's run over? I think his run ended when they put him on house arrest.
What? Now, why is he on house? Oh, because of
the dude in his crib and all. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's when the MMG run stopped.
Yeah, because everybody started going to jail. I mean, I'm still waiting on a Rocky Fresh solid MMG release.
See, and that's why I think I never got into Rocky Fresh, because I never heard like that one solid Rocky Fresh thing, like a solid body of work from Rocky Fresh. Because I'm a fan of bodies of
songs.
work.
You know, you got a couple of decent songs out there.
Like Chance is the first time where I've taken loose songs and put them in rotation.
Yeah, man.
It's usually a body of work.
It's weird how all 4 of these songs that he dropped got 4 different cover arts. Mm-hmm. You know, and then you look for one, and then on your streaming service it only plays one song.
See, but that's the smart consumer. That's he looking at it from the consumerist perspective. Like, boom, if I put out, well, I don't know how he's looking at it, but I'm thinking about me. Like, we talked about how Drake released Scorpion with 25 songs, and Broken Heart on the Full Moon was 45 songs, right? Chris Brown.
Oh yeah.
So they doing that to get as many streams as possible. If I'm releasing one song with its unique cover art, and it's not attached to the other songs, it's basically I'm putting out 4 albums. Because you get your streams based on you listen to the album in its entirety.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
See, so I always try to play the whole thing all the way through.
So that's why they count the first week of the single towards the album, because that's all there is the single.
All right.
I don't think this shit is fair.
It's not fair. Who was I listening to? It was T-Pain.
It was T-Pain on the pull-up with Joe Budden.
Yeah.
Shout out T-Pain. Shout out Joe Budden.
Yep. T-Pain is the man.
T-Pain has been the man.
Man, he made me Google Topsy. Topsy the elephant.
I still didn't Google Topsy, but I know it's something to be Googled. Tell me in the world about Topsy. Tell our audience about Topsy.
So Topsy the elephant was labeled or being sold as the first elephant born on American soil, you know, which was a lie. He was born in Asia and shipped over here. And then he was like popping motherfuckers. Like Topsy was killing people.
So he was like Tilikum. The black whale.
Yeah. And then they was finna hang him.
Hang an elephant? From what? From what?
I don't know, man. But they ended up electrocuting him to death in front of cameras.
They couldn't just like shoot him or something?
That would have been too nice, you know?
What? Nice for what?
For murdering an elephant. You know?
Bruh, America is savage.
This is like
listen to what you're saying.
It's like 1910 to like 1913.
And right? this is the name of T-Pain's album.
He said this is going to be the name of the album he starts recording in August.
Right, Topsy this month.
Topsy.
Right.
You know, but he's always been circus guy, topsy-turvy. You know?
But you know, and then the last album, the mixtape, it was called Stoicville. So it's like T-Pain has always been a fine example of art in hip hop, even though the music, it could go on either side. It's always been very musical.
Yeah.
Like T-Pain's music is musical, no matter how ratchet the subject matter might be.
Yeah, it's all very melodic, very solid music.
And that's the beautiful part about hip hop, though.
But I don't want to leave off of the topic that we started on, which is how can you hate LeBron James?
Right.
How can you trump this situation?
Right.
Like, what the fuck, man? Like, why? Why did you take time out of your presidential schedule to tweet about LeBron James?
See, that move put him up there with the Hakeem Olajuwons and the Dikembe Mutombos that play for a continent, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, man, I understand now why LeBron said. See, because when I first heard it, I was like, man, you got some nuts on you. That's pretty arrogant for you to say something like that. He said he'll never play for anything under max. Mm-hmm. And now I realize why. Like, man, I'm about to I'm raping Def Jam like I'm the 100 million man.
Yeah,
I see you, bro.
Yeah,
like man, I'm about to take everything from you, and what I'm gonna do with it? Oh yeah,
like
the president gonna have something to say about what I'm about to do.
But now, because LeBron called him a bum. Now was
LeBron called? He called Trump a bum.
Yeah. Now was this before?
Yeah, this was way before. This was a year or two before. I think he said it during the finals last year.
Yeah, because I seen the conference press.
Right,
conference
he did it. He said it at a press conference
with a Cleveland jersey on. So,
but I feel him though as a competitor and as an athlete. When you say you a bum to one of your competitors, what are you really saying?
Yeah,
like man, you don't deserve to be in the position that you in.
Yeah,
and it make perfect sense because like, come on, man.
As a non-Trump supporter and a great athlete,
yeah.
He has every right to call him a bum. And as an American citizen, this is First Amendment right.
Right.
You can say that about the president.
And that's what's really pissing me off is like not the fact that Donald Trump is exercising his First Amendment right to respond.
Yeah.
Because he does have the right to respond. It's just the fact that at
this time though.
Right, like that's not the move. Like what are you solving?
Like so the whole thing was, he said Don Lemon, is it? Don Lemon interviewed
I'm not the
LeBron.
Biggest fan of Don Lemon, but
he say Don Lemon interviewed LeBron James and he made him seem like an intelligent guy, which is a very hard thing to do. I still like Mike better. Like, why? Like, you're talking about a guy, the whole interview was all about opening a school.
Yeah,
with the amenities of a 5-star hotel, you know.
Right. And where did the low blows come in at? Like where's the room made for these low blows?
Why are you jabbing at him at this time?
I don't get that myself.
You know, like man, man. What is it? It's free uniforms, free bicycles and helmets.
And headphones. Yep. And if you graduate,
you get free tuition
to college,
to the University
of
Akron, which last year he gave 1,000 kids scholarships.
1,000 college scholarships.
Even if he's not the most intelligent person, he's making intelligent people.
Mm-hmm.
He's making people more intelligent just by being himself,
no
matter what his education was.
Look, I would say LeBron is the most intelligent athlete that I've seen from his actions, because we talked about this. I can't remember what episode, but how he told his friends that he played basketball with, like, man, this will never stop.
Mm-hmm.
Even if y'all don't go to NBA, we will never stop. I'm going to go to the NBA. I'm going to make a lot of money. I'm going to pay for y'all to go to college, and we're going to run this business together.
Yeah.
And make the world a better place.
Yeah, man. It's always been a we.
Yeah.
You know, I heard him. He was talking to his son's team before they went out. And he was like, man, you think those guys that sit on the bench in the NBA, you think they're not good? Like, they made it to the NBA. They got to be good enough to make it to the NBA, but they're playing a role. If it was all about you, then go play golf or go play a single person sport. Tennis or golf. Yeah, it's a single person sport. You ain't got to worry about the team. But
that make me think about J.R. Smith.
As long as you're on the team, as long as you're on the team, you're gonna have to play your role.
Bruh, we've been talking for 10 minutes and still ain't intro the show.
Oh yeah, man. It's LeBron James though. This is LeBron James week.
Hey everybody, it's LeBron James week here at the Faculty Lounge. It just happens to be episode 16, but that's not important because LeBron is opening schools.
Yes.
I'm still gonna say my name because I feel I need my name. I'm John J over here.
Anonymous.
Yeah. I'm stuttering at the greatness.
Yeah, man.
All right. So the newest Laker, LeBron James, the man, the myth, the philanthropist, Mount Rushmore player. He's out here. He is making history, once in a lifetime history in our time.
Yeah.
Something that we've never seen before.
I mean,
like Oprah opened up schools in Africa.
Yeah, and Akon lit up Africa.
LeBron did it for his hometown.
Yeah.
In America.
Because I saw a couple of months ago when he got the permits and he got accepted into the Akron public school system to open his school. I didn't realize it was going to be this. Like, it's to the point that he's getting GED classes and job placement for the parents of the kids who get accepted into the school.
But you know,
like, that's greatness.
Let's not lose sight of the fact that even though he doesn't play basketball, Brother Love opened the school.
Yeah. Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So see, that's what I'm talking about, man. It's always been this myth about the black man waking up and, you know, truly coming into his role in this black excellence thing. And it's like, we seeing it now, man. They taking the money and putting it where it counts. Like because we was talking about D's and Vogues earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was you still see it to this day though. There's still people out there with the
you see the old nigga with the Vogues on the lag.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just retired.
Yeah.
You know,
he got enough money for him to survive. You know, he ain't making the money to change other people's lives.
Right.
Now he saved up enough and he worked his years and he got his retirement and his pension and he's got enough.
So as a player, right? LeBron James has made way more money than Michael Jordan. As a player. Yeah. Like NBA checks, he's made because Mike didn't really get that money until after 96.
Yeah, after he was like
his last 2 years is when he cleaned up. You know what I'm saying? LeBron been max since after his rookie contract.
Yeah, his rookie contract was 12.8 for 3 years.
I don't know the number.
I just Googled it like 2 days ago. I think it's 12.8 for 3 years.
But yeah, he been max since the end of his rookie contract.
Like even with his rookie contract, he made enough money to send all his people to school so they can graduate. Yeah. And by the time he was out of that contract, they was out of school, paid for it. You know? That's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing, and it's to be commended, man. And it makes basketball look so small.
Yeah, right.
Like it always make you feel foolish for talking about, oh, he got swept in the foot. So what?
Yeah.
He got swept in the finals, Joe. He ain't no Jordan. Really,
He's
fam?
not no Jordan.
He's not no
Jordan. Now, you heard Michael Jordan. What Michael Jordan said.
Yeah. What did he say?
Something real soft. He was just like, yeah.
I support LeBron.
I support LeBron, man. Trump, leave him alone. hey, y'all, still buy these shoes.
Like if
he had to say something.
See, is that because of the
money,
the muscle that we believe Michael Jordan could flex if he wanted to?
What could Michael Jordan do?
I mean, he's in the boule. He's one of those.
I mean, is he really though? Like, I feel like he's.
I think his reputation lends itself to that Oprah, Tyler Perry kind of crowd. Like one of those, like he rules and dominates a whole sports culture.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan ain't played basketball in 20 years.
Yeah, since 2003, right?
But he still got the highest selling sports apparel.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, man, I would like y'all to take that Jordan money and give it to LeBron. I feel like LeBron.
So wait. Are we adding Jordan money to NFL money?
No, because Michael Jordan ain't did nothing wrong. Okay. He just got thrown into a situation that he didn't have anything to do with in the first place. Like LeBron James was shining in his greatness, and Donald Trump come through and
he put Mike in it.
Yeah. Mike didn't say anything. Like Donald Trump put Mike in a situation.
Right, and only a fool would think that Michael Jordan was somehow in competition with LeBron James. Like, come on, man.
All right.
Like you're stupid, son.
We was talking about it for a couple of episodes.
Now we talked about the competition, but we not thinking Mike is sitting in the room like, man, LeBron, he catching up. Like, man, nah. I think it's always a respect among the greats. Like you see Kobe and LeBron. It's like you remember when Dwight Howard went to the Lakers, right? Right before Kobe retired, how Kobe just dogged him out because he didn't have it. He didn't have it.
Yeah.
LeBron, I think LeBron is universally recognized as, man,
as having it.
You're in the class with Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant. You one of those guys.
Yeah.
And to have that on your resume along with you being like one of the greatest philanthropists in sports history.
Yeah.
Like, man, you deserve that spot on Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
No matter how many finals you lose.
Yeah, man. I mean, he did screw the pooch on that one.
He did not screw the pooch.
He shit the bed.
He did not shit the bed
in the finals.
Tell me how he shit the bed in the finals.
He got swept, man. Swept.
What does that mean, though?
That means that at his profession, he sucked. That means he made it to the highest.
Did he really suck? Did you? Wait. Hold on.
He made it to the highest point in the season.
So you watched the finals.
He made it past the postseason.
You seen what happened.
Final games.
So, all right. I got to give you a pass. And I'm going to give you a pass because I know while you was doing what you was doing, you wasn't able to watch the playoff games.
Yeah.
These past 3 playoffs have been the most amazing individual play that I've ever seen.
Yeah, man. But that's what we was just talking about.
But
how LeBron said it himself that it's not.
But you're not saying
sport.
You're not saying the Cleveland Cavaliers shit the bed. You saying LeBron James shit the bed.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like LeBron James did go hard.
Like if we talk about individual performances.
But you can't talk about individual performances in an NBA game.
Right, of course. Yeah, the Cleveland Cavaliers lost the finals.
There's always going to be 5 players on the court.
Oh, and what you said about you think them people sitting on the bench weak, right? That made me think about J.R. Smith. You talk all that shit about J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith could come on the court drunk out of his mind and still beat everybody 1v1 on the court. Everybody. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, man. It's just, I think Donald Trump is suffering from that outside-in mentality. Like, man, you don't have nothing to do with basketball. Never did.
Yeah.
So you speaking from an ignorant place.
Man, it's crazy, man. I would like to do a hip hop compilation, just like on a regular old drum beat of any Donald Trump reference in the hip hop.
Or it's been plenty.
Yeah, like I was listening to the Purple Tape, and Donald Trump was on the Purple Tape like 7 times.
You know,
getting his money like Donald.
Lil Wayne, I'm gonna fire that blunt like Donald Trump.
Yeah,
you know. It's been...
that's now with The Apprentice and stuff. Mm-hmm. But like before, he was just known for having money. Like in the early '90s, before The Apprentice,
right? Because that was on the Travis Porter song. Okay, now ladies, put up. If you're the top notch, let me hear you holler.
Yeah.
That was Lil Wayne when he said, "Fire that blunt like
Donald Trump." What happened to Travis Porter?
The Migos. The Migos. I was thinking about that too.
Yeah,
because Travis Porter had a brick.
Yeah, and they was getting they had like
I'ma make it rain.
Rollouts and all that.
Make it.
You know what I'm saying? Like they
rollouts are so silly. You know what? I want to go to rollouts for 1 second, man. Are we done with LeBron? I think.
Yeah,
I think we said what needed to be said.
We gave him
a
whole dub.
Okay, right.
We gave him a whole R. Kelly track. Damn.
I wanted to talk about rollouts for a hot second, right? All right. So you remember the Weird Saga?
Yeah.
All right. So in that Weird Saga, I was talking about how rollouts make artists look stupid now. Mm-hmm. This brings me to Scorpion. Drake is now dropping the visuals. These visuals are amazing.
Yeah, I mean the nonstop was the way you was pumping it up. I had to go watch it, and then I watched it, and I was
I mean, concert videos always impress me because it's like you can see the energy captured on film.
oh, you know what concert that was? DJ Khaled was supposed to perform, and then
Oh,
out of nowhere he canceled, and Drake just so happened to pop up and be there.
that's what I'm talking about, man.
Oh yeah, I read about that. Oh yeah, Drake came through and did a
Yeah.
impromptu set where DJ Khaled was supposed to be, and it was Drake.
So he did. So far he did Nice for What, God's Plan.
Nice for What had all the women,
Mm-hmm.
like all of them, and then he gave away all the money.
Right,
in
on God's Plan. God's Plan was first.
Yeah,
God's Plan was first.
No, it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Because this was way before we even knew the name of the album.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we had God's Plan, then we had Nice for
What.
What, then we had I'm Upset.
I don't remember. I'm upset.
I'm Upset was the Degrassi High School reunion.
Oh yeah, that was a cold video.
That was a
too.
cold video.
He had the whole crew, cast and crew. Yeah,
Then he had Nonstop,
all right.
and then In My Feelings.
Yeah,
So I say that to say there was no rollout for Drake.
yeah. He just dropped the album.
He dropped a phenomenal piece of music, and now he's dropping the companion piece, which is the videos.
Yeah,
But we steady seeing these weird looks for artists like Nicki Minaj.
I mean, you know, she's a female, and she has that
Fifi, bruh.
She has that whole confusion about like, oh, it's happening.
But Fifi,
Boom, it's
like
here.
Nicki Minaj should not be doing a song with Tekashi.
No, she should not. Yeah, that. I don't want to talk about that guy. We've been talking about this. We've been giving that guy like 5 to 10 minutes every week for like the last 4 weeks.
Okay,
don't
so
wanna talk about him
Nicki
no more.
Minaj should not be doing songs with certain calibers of artists. Let's say it like that.
We're gonna put Colin Kaepernick in. Yeah, she should not be doing songs with Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, Colin Kaepernick's track record and
Like
catalog.
instead of taking Colin Kaepernick out of the song,
All right,
we're just gonna put Colin Kaepernick
in
stuff. Yeah.
All right, look. Public service announcement. People that don't belong are going to be replaced by the name Colin Kaepernick. In this case, it's going to be Tekashi 6ix9ine and his song Fifi. So Tekashi 6ix9ine is going to be replaced with Colin Kaepernick. So I don't think Nicki Minaj should have did the song with Colin Kaepernick. No, I think she should have been on the upstroke that she had going already. But we seeing these constant bad looks, man.
Yeah, man, I feel like Safari really was the machine behind her, and
Listen.
I didn't even realize. I didn't know who this guy was until they broke up, and she started just going straight downhill.
Look, you know why Safari's music doesn't sound good?
Because it needs to come out of a female's voice.
That's exactly why.
Yeah.
But he makes phenomenal songs.
See, and that's how I feel about Quentin Miller. I feel like Quentin Miller's lyrics sound great in Drake's high-pitched, thin voice. How
You know, DJ Academic said the same thing.
I
don't mean to put you in there, but that's exactly what Academic said.
yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I don't want to take my statement back because I feel like that's a true statement.
I don't know. I think for me, it's just you either enjoy it or you don't, because I ended up on Quentin Miller after I heard the reference tracks. First of all, shout out to Google Play. I ain't gonna keep shouting y'all out and paying for a membership. That's just not gonna happen. But I give it to you this time, because after I heard the Rico reference, I went and looked up Quentin Miller and listened to his music on my own. And the first thing I looked up was a mixtape. It was Hey Thanks a Lot Too. Man, it's like the beat selection and the content and structure of the songs is everything that I was waiting on Drake to do. But Quentin Miller is like he had the sauce already made.
Yeah, he did it because he knows how to do it.
You know what I'm saying? And I genuinely enjoyed the music. If I didn't know that he ghost wrote for Drake and I came across his music, I would still be just the biggest fan. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that say that about Quentin Miller, what you said, I think they just not a fan of Quentin Miller.
But I'm a fan of the flow and of the lyrics. It's just his voice doesn't do it justice.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But shoot, yeah. But back to the Nicki thing. So I think that's a good segue into what we were talking about with Madden.
Yeah, man. So
John Madden. I wonder. You know what? Before we get into it, I want to know what John Madden thinks about what's going on.
You think he cares?
I don't, but I want to hear him say it.
Like, I don't care about that shit.
I just care about football and boom. That's what I want to hear from John Madden.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, John Madden's still alive. He just
be like 172.
I think he's 168 and a half. But yeah, they took John Madden. His name is still on the box, but he no longer does commentary for the franchise because he used to do the play-by-play. But anyway, off that, so you was telling me Nicki Minaj did a Madden commercial.
Yeah, see, but it's not a Nicki. Like, yeah, you see, this is.
But she had a cameo in the spot.
So it's
All right, play the spot because I want to see this. I didn't see it.
3 minutes and 37 seconds
of football.
Madden NFL presents the greatest play call ever.
All right. Hashtag NFL money. We not buying Madden this year. Shouts out to Charlamagne the God.
Yeah.
That's Lil Dicky.
That guy. He's got on the Bears hat. Is he from Chicago?
He played in
Disjointed. And he's also on Saturday Night Live.
No, he played in Popstar too.
Oh.
He was the Tyler the Creator character.
I report out the no back package.
Wait, you play Madden?
Sure do.
Can I have your gamer tag?
It's Chun _ the Queen Album _ Mind Your Business _ and
Thank you, Nikki. So the opponent was like, no, time out. You know, trying to ice the
right.
So cool.
Joel Embiid. Come on, dog.
Yeah, everybody's in this damn commercial. Like the NFL goes really hard with staying.
That's because they can pull a dump truck full of money up to your house at any given moment.
Yeah. So it's man. See, and you see how they're doing it though.
See, and it's like I want to play Madden, but I'm not gonna play Madden because I shouldn't.
Yeah, man.
I love playing Madden every year with the new rosters and stuff. But I'm not gonna. So where's Quavo?
Quavo comes after this.
But this is 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Was that dude from Black Eyed Peas?
The tall light skinned dude?
Yeah, with the long hair?
Where is he from? I never. Is he like Arabian or something?
You don't give me the line.
No, that's not him. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's this enough of that.
Too much, right?
Yeah.
Where's Quavo?
Oh, you hear the Migos song in the background.
Yeah, so they already started with me.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he went on Hot
Ones. Oh, come on, man. All right, stop this, man. They're getting too much airtime.
Yeah, they are, man.
All right, so
Quavo in there and everybody in there, man. It's a spot.
So Antonio Brown is the cover athlete for Madden Football 19, right? Mm-hmm. So Charlamagne.
Charlamagne did the best thing I think you could possibly do with your Madden money.
He picked up the NFL money idea, that we came up with. Well, I mean
that we came up with.
It's
our idea.
No, I don't mean to say it like that. But the NFL money concept that we spoke about on this podcast, Charlamagne put it into motion himself.
In the best possible way.
Yeah, by donating to Colin Kaepernick's charity. So that $59.99 that you would spend on Madden, donated to the charity.
Yeah, man. We were saying go to a Chicago boutique and spend some money and just make the money move.
Now, don't get me wrong. If you're going to spend your money on art and helping a starving artist, that's fine with me too.
Hey, I don't know about no starving artists, but Hebrew Brantley. Shouts out Hebrew Brantley.
Oh, yeah.
We did do the pop-up yesterday. As y'all noticed, y'all might see the new stickers. We both got one new sticker on the laptop. Mine's what, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that tall.
Yeah, man. The man is a giant.
It was intimidating. I thought he was going to pat me on the head like, good podcast.
Put his shoulder.
Good podcast.
He's a very dope artist out of Chicago.
Yeah. Yeah. And, took the kids, showed them and gave them some culture. And I think that's the most important thing, man.
Yeah, man.
You have to show the kids how far that they can make it coming from where you come from and where they come from.
Yeah, man. And he didn't take a picture with us, but we did see him joke and take a picture with a little kid, and that was like dope.
Yeah, that's love, man.
Because I mean, we got the money to spend on his stuff, but that little kid, he might have just inspired that little kid to do something great, pick up a violin or bounce a ball or do something that probably doesn't even have to do with art.
So let me ask you a question. Why do I feel like it's so disingenuous when we see the one guy that comes through with the shirt from the latest pop-up with the Yeezys on, with a hat on from one of the pop-ups, or just head to toe in
streetwear,
right, from the artistry that we're speaking about, from Chicago artistry. I feel like it can be taken as being disingenuous, like you have an ulterior motive other than I liked it, so I bought it.
I mean, some people,
it's like a pair of Yeezys. I wouldn't buy a pair of Yeezys because I don't like the way they look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, some people like the way they look, and some people like the way they feel. They're comfortable shoes.
That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying it's like all right. When Platinum Fubu was popping, you're not wearing Platinum Fubu because you think the design ideas are so creative. You're wearing it because it's popping.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Like, is
that disingenuous? That's why you stand in line to buy shit.
Not me.
I mean, do you stand in line to buy stuff though?
No.
Exactly. Like some people do. Instead of some people.
But is that in itself like what's genuine about it though? Like standing in line to buy something.
I mean, what I don't understand is what you're trying to say. Like, I feel like some people might have been waiting their whole life to be able to afford the stuff you stand in line for, and then now they got it.
See, now that's different.
Excited,
that's different.
And they want to do it.
I guess it's the difference between the person that buys that pair of Jordan 1s because they've been waiting all their life to buy it, and the guy that buys 5 pairs because he could get 3 pair off, wear a pair, and keep one for himself.
And it's not about, I guess some people are out there to resell, but the example you're talking about, he just seemed like either he's always had it, like the doctor mother and the lawyer father. Mm-hmm. So he had it when he was 12, like the little kid that killed himself because he had the fake, he had the real Fubu
on
jersey
that episode of Atlanta.
Yeah, like he's just always been a fly dude. Or like rest in peace, Rob. Rob used to come to school just fresh. Mm-hmm. Every day, new fit.
Yeah, Rob was fresh. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, man. He was the freshest guy at Lane Tech.
Rob Winkle?
I don't know his last name.
I think his last name was Winkle?
I don't know.
Let's not talk about the last name. But anyway, yeah, when I say that, the word disingenuous, it's just me going to, is it buy art, not drugs for you? Or is it, I'm going to buy this to be popular?
I'm going to buy it because LeBron James had it on.
Right. Like, when I go in there, I bought the sticker pack because I wanted to buy art, not drugs.
Yeah.
Not because I wanted to say, oh, I was at the Hebrew thing and I got something and I got a shirt, so now I'm cool.
I
feel like a lot of people that go to these kinds of things, that's their motivation. And that's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I mean by disingenuous.
Well, I mean,
like, do artists make their art for people to want to look cool?
I mean, I feel like you're just going in on people for no reason.
I'm not going in on anybody. I'm talking about a mentality.
Now, whatever your mentality is, I strongly urge everybody to wash your ass and put on clean clothes. Like whether it's
iron your pants, iron your shirt, starch that shit.
Like be fly, be fresh, do what makes you a happier person
by any means.
Like live your best life. Mm-hmm. Like that's what it's about. It's about being comfortable in your own skin. And if it takes a pair of Yeezys and a Fat Tiger Workshop T-shirt and some Iridium jogging pants, you know what I'm saying, to feel like that, then by all means, feel like that.
I don't
Because
know.
the world is a better place when you feel better.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Like, and if that's what it takes for you to feel better about yourself, by all means, feel better about yourself. Now, some things you can get out of TJ Maxx. Some things you got to stand in line for.
I mean, but you're gonna teach your son like you don't have to have
You don't have to have anything.
to feel good about your life.
But if it helps you feel better, I mean, you can feel good, but if that shirt's going to make you feel great, then buy the shirt. You know?
All right.
You can feel good all the time, but if something's going to make you feel extra special today, do it.
I don't know. I guess I just feel like as an artist, your art should be appreciated for what it is and not for, the things that come with it.
Now
That's all.
Now all we got was the things that come with it because we didn't go buy no art. We didn't buy a print. Like we didn't buy what Hebrew.
We didn't
Brantley
buy
does.
art. We just bought art. It's art on our laptops.
I got yeah. It's a sticker.
That's art. It's
and
just in
I got the
sticker
hat,
form.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's art too.
The hat.
It's just in hat form.
The t-shirts, the stickers. They're what comes with
Like
the art.
Yeezys are a piece of art.
I mean,
all art pieces.
You see, Kanye West is a producer, a rapper. Hebrew Brantley is the actual painter, and he makes pieces of art.
He also makes sculptures.
Yeah, he's a sculptor and a painter. Like he. Yeah,
So I would say that the stickers
The
are
merch
just prints that sticks to stuff.
It's tour merch. He's on the tour right now.
Right.
So the tour is come and look at my art, look at my sculptures, and while you're here, buy some memorabilia.
But I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
like
Like man,
he's
as long as it makes you feel good, if you want it, get it.
Yeah, man. If you
Right.
can afford it and you got the opportunity, why not make yourself feel better?
But you know the difference between a fan and a cock rider.
Yeah.
That's all I was saying.
Yeah.
I was trying to say it in so many words, but that's what it is. So
I've always admired Hebrew Brantley's work though. Since I found out about Hebrew Brantley, I was like, man, what is that? Who's that kid with the goggles on? Why is this everywhere? I didn't realize I went to a Joe and Terrell pop-up at the LaConda Artist Lofts.
Yeah.
And the day I went there was a humongous Hebrew Brantley gallery going on, an exhibition going on the first floor. And I had to walk through that to get up the stairs, I'm just looking around like, Joe, this art is great. There's sculptures, and then they had like the neon lights, and they had like, there was a projection of the Flyboy on the outside of the building.
Yeah, like I've always been
And I was
into
like,
art. Like,
man, who is this?
I'm the guy that's gonna go downtown and go to the Art Institute and actually walk around and look and ask, what did the artists mean when they made this? Like when they had the biblical exhibit with all the biblical characters as children but doing adult poses.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that. Like I've always been interested in the art, but this art and fashion inside the culture is something new that you've been exposing me to.
Yeah, man.
So that's why I have these questions, because I look at the art like I look at artists. Like, man, are you just jumping on the wave because the artist is popular? Or would you like the artist whether he was popular or not?
Yeah, I've always
Would you pay $60 for his shirt if he wasn't who he is now?
Like I've always said, like my dream, I'm gonna put this out there. If you ever watch this podcast, Hebrew Brantley, my dream is
You cheating on Andrew Barber.
my dream is to have him paint my whole hallway. Like take out all that wallpaper on the stairs and just have a whole Hebrew story.
There's always hope. Everybody got to have a dream, man.
That's my dream, man.
All right, so
yeah, that'd be cool.
all right, so we almost 40 minutes in, man. Let's get into something a little different. Let's talk about Lior.
Yeah, man. I don't understand why people are so mad. I mean, when it's not even Dame Dash that's causing all the culture vulture stuff now. It's people. Dame. I feel like Dame Dash in this situation is Michael Jordan in the LeBron Trump situation. Like he ain't had nothing to do with it. People just put him in the situation. And now, You're like, oh yeah, but he did. You know?
So here's my thing, right? You got Leo Cohen.
Mm-hmm.
Leo Cohen works for
Leo Cohen.
Right. And
well, he's the chief of
his company is
300.
No, I mean previously in the 90s, Def Jam Records.
Oh yeah.
Right? So we have a man who works for a label that's trying to curry the favor of an artist to get that artist to earn for his label.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as a man that does business, there's nothing wrong with this kind of practice. So in a situation where you would see a Leo Cohen trying to lure a Jay-Z away from a Biggs and a Dame Dash, I don't see the problem in that from the aspect of business is business. And if you could, you would.
Yeah.
Like if I had the opportunity to steal Jay-Z from Dame Dash, you think I wouldn't? Because Dame Dash is such a great human being. Like, come on, man.
Hey, I just feel like he's definitely left his mark on hip hop.
Exactly.
There's no way around that. And you can't say that he stole anything from anybody.
Exactly.
If anything, he created people.
He created the platform for people to be able to express themselves at the highest level.
Yeah.
Like this is when
who is he with right now? He's he got
YouTube.
No, I'm saying on 300. Who's on 300?
I think it's Day Day right now.
Day Day.
Yeah, Day Day is the artist.
No, Migos. You got Migos. You got
Migos ain't on 300 no more. They with QC now. Quality Control.
Rich the Kid.
I know it's Day Day. I don't know about Young Thug. I think Young Thug might still be with 300, but
he's got some artists to this day, and you know what I'm saying, like from them going all the way back to Run DMC, LL Cool J, like. He's been in the game forever. How can you call him a culture vulture?
And how could you discount
what a culture vulture is?
Right. And before you explain to them what a culture vulture is, I just want to say, how could you ever discount the wealth of knowledge that someone can provide to you, especially if they're giving it to you for free? Young kids, you need to listen to this. We didn't have opportunities where people told us how to do stuff. Everything that we do, we taught ourselves. We were privileged to be in the position where somebody taught us something.
Yeah, shouts out to YSP.
Shouts out to YSP. Shouts out to Kenya Davis.
Yeah.
All right? She's the only person that taught us anything. Everything else we learned on our own. And we got a 60-minute interview of Leo Cohen telling us stuff that he could charge us to learn.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, so no matter how you feel about the man, you take the knowledge for what it is, especially if it's being given to you.
Yeah. I mean, what I liked most about the whole interview was he didn't talk bad about anybody.
No.
And he really was very careful about choosing his words and, to not start nothing.
That's the sign of knowing what you're doing. Because he said it in the beginning of the interview, like, man, I don't know how y'all got me in here. Yeah. I don't even know why you wanted me to come.
Yeah, I don't know what I can answer for you. Like, what do you guys want to ask me?
Right, like, unless you're asking me about YouTube, what really do I have to say to you? I'm not going to incriminate myself, and I'm not going to talk about nobody.
Yeah, man, just the way he called DMX Earl. It was like, wow, this guy is deep into the game.
Because he knows Earl.
Yeah, he put Earl up in Lake George. Lake George, by the way, is a beautiful town in the Adirondack Mountains.
See, I've never been to
upstate New York.
Yeah, I've been to New York once, but I was pretty young.
I've been to New York City a couple times. I lived in New York City for a couple of months one time in my life. But yeah, the Adirondack Mountains in upstate New York, it's dope.
So the thing that made people upset was the part when he was talking about how he tells artists, like, man, if you pouring up, man, you ruining your life. If you got a cup, you destroying yourself. Like, you basically a dope fiend. Like, man, that's bogus. You shouldn't be doing it. So, they called him out like, well, why do you put artists out that's going to talk about it? Like, bruh, this is a business.
Yeah.
There's under no circumstances should you not put out an artist based on the way they paint their picture. Art is art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jimi Hendrix used drugs. Jim
Kurt
Morrison
Cobain.
used drugs. Kurt Cobain used drugs. Like, man, are you gonna stop an artist to put out your own social feelings? That's not what music is.
You know, it's crazy. Tyler the Creator got so many songs about smoking weed. He don't smoke weed at all.
Oh, he's definitely drug free, straight edge.
Yeah, he's on so many whatchamacallit. Every song,
Yeah.
well, all the Domo Genesis songs he be on. He's doing the choruses about like that shit. Hey, go buy that shit and like that shit.
I think
yeah.
I think it's hypocritical to criticize Leo Cohen because he don't look like you.
You think that's what it is?
I think that's
you
exactly.
think he's a culture vulture? But see, and that's
I don't
what
think
I've been
he's a
saying.
culture vulture.
And that's what I've been saying, that there's such a difference between black culture and hip hop culture.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop culture is not black culture. You know? Like hip hop.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, hip hop culture is its own thing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So for him not to look like you, he is still hip hop culture.
Yeah. See,
You know?
but people put the connotation of being black on top of hip hop because they want to claim as much as they can for black culture.
Yeah, I mean, now don't get me wrong, they do cross paths a lot, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, of course, because it has to.
Yeah,
You have to go through this channel.
Yeah.
You have to go through black to get to hip hop.
Hip hop has been a predominantly black culture.
And brown.
Black and brown.
Yeah.
From the beginning. You know, it wasn't an all black thing in the beginning.
Right.
You know? But yeah, most of the rappers in the golden era of hip hop, you know, the 90s, were black guys.
Yeah.
Besides like the notable ones, you know, like the Fat Joes and the Big Puns and the SPM. And the you know, like Eminem came out in the late 90s. You know,
Right.
like, it was like, oh wow.
See, and that's what I'm talking about. You brought up the perfect example. Nobody said nothing to Dr. Dre about Eminem's drug use, but they coming at Leo Cohen for saying that I'm gonna put an artist out that talks about drinking lean. He's an artist. That's his art. I can't tell him not to express himself.
Yeah, I could just say, hey, you should probably not drink that stuff.
Right. In person, I'm gonna tell him like, man, you fucking your life up, son.
Yeah.
You drinking this bullshit and it's killing you.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna disrupt your artistic flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem that I got. Like, man.
So what is it? Are they saying that he's a culture vulture in drug culture?
No, because they asked him
drug culture to make money.
No, they asked him if he feels so strongly, why is he putting out artists that talk about these things? And it's like, because your job is not to curtail the art. Your job is to give the artist a platform.
Yeah.
No matter what that art may be.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the problem comes in. And if you're going to do that and say, oh, you're responsible for the content that your artist put out. No, you're not.
Yeah.
And if you are, what about everybody else?
Yeah, I mean, you have to, shit don't come out unless the executives okay it.
But why wouldn't you though? Unless you're talking about...
Unless it's like not good music.
Look, like DMX on this Dark and Hell is Hot. He had a song in which he referenced raping his enemy's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to listen to.
Yeah, I listened to that song. I was like...
It's called X is Coming. It's on this Dark and Hell is Hot.
Man, are you almost done? All right, he's done with that. All right, let's not go back to that.
But at the same time, it would have been wrong for them to be like, "Oh no, you can't say that on this song."
I mean,
like, if you're gonna say that,
the name of the album is "It's Dark," and Hell is Hot.
If you're gonna restrict his creativity,
the artist is Dark Man X.
Right. Don't put the art out. Because this is Dark Man X.
This is Dark Man X in a dark place, and Hell is Hot.
Exactly.
You know?
He's having conversations with Satan on the album. He
had a conversation with God though too.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, man, DMX's prayers always got me. You know, because like he was up there with Creflo on the prayers.
Hey, shouts out to DMX. We love DMX.
Yeah, man. Shouts out to DMX.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, let's. Man, we spent a lot of time on a few things.
Yeah, man.
All right. So the city is in crisis right now.
Yeah, man.
Chicago's in crisis.
35 people got shot in a 2-hour span.
2.5 hour span.
And it got to the point that they've shut down Cook County Hospital. I never thought I'd see the day that was gonna happen. They shut down Cook County Hospital.
I know I sat down and tried to process it. Like really tried to figure out like what's the big problem. Like, what is it that makes? Because I look at your block, I look at my block, then I drive to a Mexican neighborhood. I can't think of the specific Mexican neighborhood I'm thinking about, right? But if you drive towards North Riverside Mall, right?
Yeah.
That's all Mexican.
Yeah, all through, yeah.
Those streets are clean. Ain't no Mexican standing on the corner hustling.
Yeah.
You don't hear about no mass shootings over there, nothing.
Yeah, man.
What is it?
I don't know, man. And I can tell you that a march on Lakeshore Drive and blocking traffic is not going to stop the guy, because the guys that are marching and blocking the traffic are not the ones out here killing people.
Exactly.
So we need to talk to the people that are out here killing people. And everybody understands the philosophy of the cycle. He stepped on my shoes, so I smacked his girlfriend, so she came back and stabbed my mama.
Nigga moments.
And then,
nigga moments. Yeah.
But what causes them? Is it just not apologizing when you wrong somebody?
I don't,
Is it the thrill? Is it the sexual release of wronging somebody? Like, it felt good to fuck you. Fuck your kids. Yeah, I was driving on Jackson and Pulaski. Saw them signs on that billboard right there. It say gang block. Bitch ass. Fuck your kids. It says somebody wrote fuck your kids on a billboard. Like, why? Like, this shit makes no sense.
Well, I mean,
it's just negative energy. You know what I'm saying? Just flowing.
So I don't know how much you know about the Bible, right? But there's a story in the Bible about the children of Israel being in captivity in Egypt, right? Pharaoh let my people go and all that.
Yeah.
So when it was time for them to leave Egypt, right, and go in search of the promised land, it was so many people that Moses had to convince to leave, right? Because the scraps that were in front of them, the leftovers, the chicken bone that Pharaoh threw out his mouth on the ground was more assuring to them than the unknown of making it to the promised land. So it's like Steven and Django almost. Like, you could be free, but why I want to be free when I got all of this?
Yeah.
And I think that's the mentality that's going on in the ghetto. We have a society that's full of people that will accept the lesser because of the fear of the unknown and having nothing.
Yeah.
That's why you go and buy them Jordans instead of putting that money up to do something with.
Yeah.
Because that Jordan shoe is a sure thing. You know exactly what you're going to get when you buy them J's.
Yeah. You're going to get, the looks and the
fanfare, and you're going to get the girl.
Yeah.
All of that.
Yeah, man. I just feel like we need to just.
It's a complex problem. It's great and massive.
Yeah, it's very massive. I feel like we need to talk to the guys. Like, we all know who the guys are. Like, we need to just talk to them, But
it's
a game. It's a gang.
We had this conversation before, and it's like, to talk to the guys, it's like, for the most part, the guy's mentality is, man, put the weed in the bag.
I don't want to hear what you're saying.
Put the weed in the bag first, then get money, and that's it.
Yeah. I just feel like it's gang, so you can't go out there one at a time.
Right.
And talk to 15 guys. Because 13 of the guys ain't going to listen. 13 of the guys are going to continue to yell at cars. Dice game ain't going to stop. And the one on the bike is still going to be riding the bike around. Ain't nobody, there's going to be maybe one or two that are going to listen to you. And those one or two, don't get me wrong, it's great to affect them in a positive way and get them off the block and get them working, becoming members of American society. You know, so I mean, at the same time that all this is going on, they're making money, they're getting money, but they're not paying taxes. And they're in these neighborhoods not paying taxes, so the tax dollars don't come to these neighborhoods. So that's why we got potholes and vacant lots and all sorts of it just looks bad because there's no tax money going to the government to come back, you know, and then the guys that are out here go to jail before they realize, oh man, I should have probably voted for this guy to help me do this and get jobs in my neighborhood, so I didn't have to go out there and sell weed, you know. But there's nobody explaining that, you know, because they're not sitting at a dinner table with a family for dinner. They out here eating chips. I seen the motherfucker. I didn't even know Arizona made chips and cheese.
Like the juice.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I see one of these motherfuckers out here eating that shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then 2 hours later, I'm walking out with my son, and I hear, my stomach hurts.
So
of course your stomach hurts. You just ate chips and cheese from a liquid company.
for breakfast.
Ah,
So you know, nothing makes the darkness flee like light.
I mean,
So I say that because you remember our adventures downtown, and when you walk past the big old Navy on State Street, who's waiting for you?
that guy.
That guy.
with the speakerphone.
Oh yeah, with the speaker and the microphone. If you smoke cigarettes, you're going to hell. If you use bad language, you're going to hell. If you smoke dope, you're going to hell. I'm thinking about a time that I had. I'm not gonna get into the story, but something happened where I was professing to be the light, and all the darkness around me fleed away. No, like I'm not saying that religion is the answer, but what I'm saying is like the people that are harnesses of the light need to come together to dispel the darkness.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. I was thinking about this yesterday, like, because if you have a problem, you still got to live here. You know what I'm saying? So no matter how you look at it, in some kind of way, it could end up bad for you because you can't leave.
Yep.
The people that's over here are not from on this block. They're going back to wherever they come from.
Yeah.
But you got to live here until you don't live here no more.
Yeah.
And the only way is that solidarity of having that block and having that togetherness.
Yeah, man. And the block is falling apart because, you know, the homeowners are just getting older and they're tired and they don't have the energy to, you know.
They ain't finna wrestle with these young punks.
Yeah, you know, and these motherfuckers out here got guns. You know? Like it's like,
and it's like, if you shoot, this your house. They know the shooter is in here.
Yeah. You know?
You shot him. We know where you live at. You know, you can't walk out the house with that on your back.
Yeah, man. It's a slippery slope.
It is, man. And it's a shame. It's a shame that we down to having these kinds of conversations on what's a otherwise, you know, lighthearted podcast for the most part.
Shouts out to LeBron James again.
Yes, sir.
Just for being LeBron James.
Yeah.
You know,
So
King James. I think we can call him King James now.
Oh yeah, he is the king.
Yeah.
So we ain't got a whole lot of time left. You want to talk about some new music before we go?
Yeah, I mean, I listened to almost everything on the list.
Okay.
I didn't know Iggy Azalea was still making music.
I didn't know neither, but I did know she was twerking with a bucket of chicken on her butt.
On the butt.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what her music sounds like as long as the chicken or the Big Mac or the veggie burger stays twerking on her butt. That's the level that she's falling to where I don't want to hear the music at all.
Yeah.
I don't care, Iggy. I don't.
Astro World was great.
Astro World is good. Travis Scott does not disappoint. And if he made all those beats on that project, man, kudos. Yeah. Kudos to you, man, because the production on that project is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
I like the bars. He was actually spitting bars. It wasn't all that straight up.
I like that Stop Trying to Be God track.
Yeah, that one was cool.
Yeah.
I didn't play that one the second time I played the album, though.
It's like you gotta let it go. You can't stop it because when it start, it don't sound like what it's gonna become.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
know. I mean, I played it the first time. The first time I played the album, I played it all the way through. You know. But the second time, when after I'd heard everything, I decided what I wanted to skip, and that was just one of them. I mean, it was a good song, a solid song. I just,
I mean, the first time I listened to it, I was running. So I went running and I put it on, and it was like, man, I didn't want to change the song until I was like almost midway into the album.
Did we say this is episode 16?
Yes, we did.
We did?
Yeah. Inside of the greatness that is LeBron James, I just had to throw it in there really, really quick. Yeah. So you told me to listen to Nori's album 5E, and I did.
Because you're such a big Drink Champs fan.
Oh man, shouts out to the Drink Champs, DJ EFN, shouts out to Nori. All right, shouts out to the Drink Champs podcast, man. I podcasts like that and the Brilliant Idiots really inspired me as far as even wanting to talk to people on camera.
Yeah, man, I really hadn't like delved into the podcast culture until you told me about them. You know, I didn't know who the Brilliant Idiots were.
You know, because
I didn't know what Drink Champs was. It just seemed like Nori was just interviewing rappers. You know?
Nori is evolving.
Yeah, but this whole the podcast culture is pretty cool. I like it. You know?
Yeah. You know, I before we get into 5E, I just wanted to say this. I had a thought. You know, podcasts, conversations are now becoming taboo.
Yeah, you were saying something earlier about I forgot what you were talking about.
Like podcasts are
the fashion. You were talking about standing in line for that thing to get it and have it. And I feel like that's what the younger generation needs.
That's what they're missing.
To be able that they need an icebreaker. They need a visible icebreaker to be able to talk to another human being face to face.
Yeah.
You know, like they're still gonna be texting people across the room. Man, look at this motherfucking shirt.
Right.
But when they see the shirt, they can be like, "Where did you get that from? Did you stand in line? Oh, I saw the woo woo woo." And it's one of the things that's bringing young people together to be able to talk to each other. You know.
See, and I call podcasts. I was thinking about this the other day. I was just sitting back thinking about, you know, the work that we put in thus far up until episode 15. And what I realized is, and especially watching a podcast like Joe Rogan, because his podcasts are 3 hours.
That's a lot.
So it's podcasts are a relic of a time that's going away, because you basically listening to people have conversations. Conversations are antiques now.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. So you listening to antique handmade conversations every week.
Yeah, we just write out a list of topics and we talk about it.
And we just talk. We talk like we regularly do. The hard part was being able to talk to y'all like we talk to each other in a way that you can understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
So I listen to 5E. I love Nori. Nori is one of the people that I feel like, man, I can call him like family as far as like the music. Like I look at Tupac, I look at Snoop Dogg, I look at Nori. These are people that when I listen to their music, I feel something for them. And 5E was ambitious. You coming off the podcast.
Yeah.
You coming off of the podcast, you haven't put an album out in a long time, and you trying to rekindle that magic. Not because you want to make profit, because of the energy and the climate of the music.
Yeah. I feel like I like the song with Wyclef and Jadakiss. I actually like 7th Streeter.
See, and
I don't like 7th Streeter.
Really?
I like that song. No Reason. That one was good. And of course, that Pharrell song is going to be all over the whatchamacallit.
You already know it.
Yeah, it's a great song, but it's Pharrell and Norby. It's
so
going to be the next Super Thug.
So I was thinking about Nori and how he sounds on this album, right? I was thinking that how he sounds is not as important as Nori putting out an album.
Yeah, I mean, I like the album though.
I'm not saying I don't like it, but I'm saying hearing Nori, it sounds like Nori hasn't put out music in a while.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. But that's okay. Yeah. That's okay because we need Nori to put music out. And if Nori keeps putting music out, it's gonna sound better and better.
Yeah, you think he's gonna come back with another one?
I mean, it's like you look at these dudes, right? It's like the big three almost. You watching these players that had their time in the spotlight, and now the sun is going down on their careers as far as what they are originally known for.
Yeah.
That's why you get podcasts, right? So it's like when the opportunity comes to do it again, you're gonna do it again.
Yeah.
You know, the same way we see the big three. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mac Miller, man, he
Mac Miller.
it was I feel like he's at the point where he had to drop the sing-songy album, you know. Like, but why does everybody have to do it?
Once you get a studio, a real studio in your crib, that's what you do. Because that's what happened with Wiz.
You're just comfortable.
Yeah, once Wiz got that studio in the house,
yeah,
you hear a lot more singing.
Yeah, it's
you know what I'm saying? Like, you just ain't gonna hear that.
But I didn't realize that he just broke up with
Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
See, and that's what I was telling you earlier. That whole album.
I guess I just don't care. You know, like Ariana Grande and Selena Gomez, they're pretty young women, but
right. I don't care neither. I don't care.
And now that Kim Kardashian is married, so she's not out there fucking all these guys anymore. Like, it's like, yeah, the whole era of following these women's sex lives is done. You know, I don't care. I never cared, but now I really don't care because now I'm older. You know, now I'm old enough to.
You're an older gentleman.
Yeah, I don't care. I never cared, but now yeah. These people are, you know, they do. Yeah.
Well, the only reason why it was relevant for me is because the previous album was like a love letter.
Yeah.
Like the album was a dedication to the female form.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So all the songs was praising what is woman. And from what you tell me, this album is like,
I needed her.
Yeah, it's like when Robin Thicke put out Paula when he cut all his hair off. Yeah, that's what it's like.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but shout out to Mac Miller, man. Solid guy. And we got YG, of course. YG. That's YG's song that's on Madden.
Yeah, I don't know how you didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know because I didn't know what song they were referring to.
Oh,
I never knew what the song was.
I saw the commercials. Like somebody had got a beta version or whatever, or they must have got it the first day it came out or whatever. And
seeing like the commercial wasn't no World Star nothing, was it? Because I never saw it. You know, I don't see commercials.
I got it on Twitter.
Thanks to Google Play and YouTube Premium. I never see commercials anymore.
Twitter. That's how I see everything. It's on Twitter.
I got to get back to Twitter.
Yeah, man. Somebody post, man. Will y'all follow me on Twitter, man? I don't have any Twitter followers.
I think it's because nobody uses Twitter no more,
Everybody uses Twitter.
But they solidified in their Twitter base. The people that use Twitter been using Twitter.
Yeah.
Our home is Instagram.
Yeah.
We get much better results on Instagram.
Yeah, this is true.
Yeah.
But, I mean, yeah, man. I like Twitter because that's where I get all my news from. And the president is running the country off of Twitter right now. Like, you got to be on Twitter.
Yeah. So,
but y'all please follow me on Twitter, man.
Yeah. Oh, and before we go, I just want to give some thanks out because we went on this journey for 100 subscribers. What we started this like 4 episodes ago.
Yeah.
And we almost there, man. We need
almost
15 more subscribers until we get to 100.
15. So if you're watching this, tell somebody else to watch it.
All right. Share it with somebody that hasn't seen it. Make them subscribe. Take their phone from them and subscribe to our channel.
Button.
All right.
Yeah.
And when we get to 100, I'm going to have a very special video for you.
Yeah.
If you follow me on Instagram, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to do it because I said I would. All right. But we appreciate the love and we appreciate the support, man. We're trying to get some guests up in here. You'll see soon what we're doing.
Yep.
It's going to be very fun. Oh, and we got the Chicago flag in the background.
Yeah, man.
And he's got a Hebrew Brantley hat. Yeah.
Fly boy.
Yeah, so, I mean, that's pretty much it, right?
I feel like we didn't say anything about YG. We just said, YG dropped the album.
YG did drop because we didn't listen to it
We really
yet.
didn't listen to it, though.
We didn't listen to YG. But I'm a big YG fan, so we're going to listen.
He's a very big YG fan, so I'm probably going to listen to it just to talk to him about it.
Yes, sir.
Because he's going to make me listen to it.
All right, so we'll be back with the recap next week, man. All right, y'all take care of each other out there, man. If you are one of the family members or the victims of one of these 35 shootings, man, you're in our prayers.
Yeah, man.
Keep your head up, man. Hopefully we can come together and make things better. Save that NFL money. Do not buy Madden. Donate to something proper.
And Colin Kaepernick sounds good. Like,
yes, sir.
Donate to Colin Kaepernick.
All right. Shouts out to Charlamagne the God.
Or take that money and buy a pair of Bron-Brons.
You feel me?
Or a Lakers
Get
jersey.
you a LeBron Lakers jersey.
Or
right?
shit.
Or buy a Magic Johnson jersey or something.
You know,
I mean?
There's a lot of people out here doing good in our communities.
Yep.
And we got to keep them funded.
Right. As long as you find a good cause, it's better than spending that money on Madden football.
Just because.
Yeah, just because. All right, so let's get to the next period.